All right, let's take a look at the wallets page on the dashboard and what you can do here. So there are two tabs. We have customer wallets and we have developer owned wallets. So right now I'm looking at the developer called Bridge Dashboard. That's why it's called Bridge Dashboard Wallets here. If we go back to customer wallets, what you can do here is you can search for a specific wallet using wallet ID, customer ID, or complete customer email. You can also filter by chain. And if you look into any of these wallets, you can open a detail sheet that has a lot more information. So you can see the balance, what that balance is held in. You can see any payments that are associated with this Bridge wallet. So for any of these payments, you can actually click in and see that payment detail sheet. You can look at any payment routes that are associated with this wallet as well. So for example, if there was an on-ramp route set up that uses a virtual account and it's going from euros using SEPA and landing on the Solana blockchain in USDC, and it's landing into this Bridge wallet, that will also show up here. You can also inspect this wallet on a blockchain explorer. And so there's a lot of information that you can access about each of your customer wallets. However, if you go over to your developer-owned wallets, there's actually even more you can do here. So you can click into any of these wallets and see the same wallet detail sheet with balance, etc. for any of your developer-owned wallets. You can also create a new wallet under your own developer's customer ID and select which chain you want it to be on. So that's really easy to do. But maybe most interestingly is that you can actually send out and receive money into these wallets. So you can imagine this is helpful for something like treasury management. So these are two different flows. And let me just cover what the differences are. So transfer out is sending money out directly from this wallet. Notably, this is basically the only place in the dashboard where you can actually send money out directly. Everything else, when you create a payment route, for example, or you click here, set up a payment route to receive funds, this generates payment instructions that you can use to send money to different places. But transferring out is the only place where you're actually sending money out from the wallet that you just selected. So if you click that, the customer is already pre-selected because again, this is a developer-owned wallet, so it belongs to Bridge Dashboard, and you can either choose to off-ramp or you can do a crypto to crypto transfer here. So let's just go through a quick example here. So the blockchain, the source blockchain has already been pre-selected because I had selected it from the Space wallet, and the only balance that I have is in USDB. So I am going to transfer 1 USDB out of my 16 available USDB. So if I go to next, I can now select where I want this to go, right? So maybe I want it to go to USDC on Solana, and I can enter in, a fake wallet address here. If I click next, it will just ask you to review all of the information that you have set up, and I can say create payment. So once I say create payment, it is going to trigger some additional security steps. Because as I mentioned, this is the only place where you're really directly sending money out from the Bridge dashboard. We ask you to set up an authenticator app and enter that code. Once the user actually verifies all of this, the payment will be sent directly to that address that I specified, which is also a fake address, so I don't want to use that. So I'm going to go ahead and close things around here. And so the other option that you have is to receive funds into this wallet by setting up a payment route. This is basically the same flow as setting up a payment route from the payments page, except that you already have this wallet pre-selected as the destination. So for more information about that flow to set up a reusable payment route, you can watch the payments walkthrough. So that is basically all the functionality we have right now on the wallets page. Please let us know if this was helpful.